What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and I hope you like my introduction, because that is what it sounds like to be completely beaten into submission. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. I just don't. I want to be positive. I want to enjoy things. I want to understand, you know, where companies are coming from, and I want to be patient and watch the story evolve. And sure, I guess in a way it's kind of crazy to think that here we are in 2016, the 75th anniversary of Captain America, and they've never tried this before in his entire 75-year history. But today, they released the brand new Steve Rogers Captain America #1, his all-new line, after the events of Pleasant Hill and whatever the heck. Obviously, as the title suggests, spoilers alert. Spoilers ahead if you have not read the book and plan on doing so. I would say I recommend that you don't, but you know, that's not for me to decide. So, Captain America got his powers back. He's no longer a 90-year-old man, I should say. Well, he's 90, but he doesn't look 90. You get what I'm saying. So he got his powers back because of a sentient being that contained a cosmic cube. So there's a sentient cosmic cube. I'm going to say that again. A sentient cosmic cube. Alrighty then. I gotcha. I'm on board with you. I buy it. So I just don't, from the start, you know, like, alright, if you're gonna get your powers back, whatever. So he's got his powers back, and of course, being the share bearer that he is, he decides, no, there's going to be two Captain Americas. So, Sam, you can go ahead and still be Captain America, and I'll be Captain America, and we can all be Captain America. So, yeah, okay, alright, fine, I get it. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Sam going back to being Falcon. There's no shame in that, especially after the movie. I feel like he's very established at this point. And, you know, what's the point of, you know, consistency? You know, I think the big target audience for Marvel would be children with the movies. I mean, obviously adults too, but, like, you know, you want to keep children interested in Falcon. And what are they thinking if they're looking in their comics and he's Captain America, and they look in their movies and he's Falcon? I digress. This is not what we're here for. What we're here for, and again, I warned you about spoilers, so if you complain about spoilers, I will fly to wherever you live and smack you in the mouth. Shut up. Alright. This page right here, 320, I wrote this down to make it easier for myself. This page right here says exactly what you think it says. Yes, that is Captain America, Steve Rogers, saying, "Hail Hydra." And no, this isn't some secret invasion bullshit. This is Captain America, Steve Rogers, saying, "Hail Hydra." And I want to point something out. Before this scene, where he jumped on a plane with, I want to say Helmet Zero, to the Baron Zemo or Helmet Zemo. Let's see. No, it's Helmet. It doesn't have to be this way, Helmet. Anyway, so he jumped on a plane with Helmet Zero, and he's joined by one of his new proteges. There's two of them. One of them is called Free Spirit, and the other one is called Jack Flag. I guess these are existing characters. I've never heard of them before. I like to, you know, consider myself, you know, pretty informed. So basically, Jack Flag took it upon himself, defying Cap's orders, and jumped on the jet. And what does he get for it? He gets thrown off the jet by Captain freaking America. They don't show him splatting, so we don't know if he's dead. They may try to, like, you know, play it off that he's not dead. But essentially they're alluding to the fact that Captain America just killed one of his companions. And, oh yeah, and he's Hydra. And you know what else the book does? It shows flashback scenes all the way to Steve Rogers and his mother in 1926, I want to say it is. And as Bucky, stated in the movie, we all know that Captain America's mother is Martha. Oh wait, wrong movie. No, I think it's Eileen. But they do say her name. Let's see. No, there's an Elisa and there's somebody else. I forgot what his mother's name. Bucky said it in the movie, and it matched, and I remembered it at the time. I'm flipping through the book. Sarah Rogers. Sorry. So it's Sarah Rogers. Your mother is Sarah. That's right. That's what he said. So there's this Elisa that's kind of like saved her from Steve's dad, who's beating the crap out of her, and basically invites her to a secret society meeting, which turns out to be a Hydra meeting. So essentially what they're saying is one of two things, and I hope it's the latter. I hope it's not the first thing. Steve Rogers has been Hydra all along, is number one, or Steve Rogers was indoctrinated by Hydra. Now, I'm hoping this plays out to be number two, and that some sweet buzzword, Omaha, ice cream, 13, bicycle, death, and Oscar, Romeo, and I don't know, January. Those were like said to him, and he flipped out, and his programming finally kicked in. Somebody finally got mission report from, February 13th, 27, and there you go. Captain America is suddenly card-carrying member of Hydra. So I don't get it. Like, honestly, I don't. To me, the thing that's great about Captain America is he just represents everything that's pure about the world. Like he makes decisions based on what's right and what's moral. Like he is the Superman, in effect, to this universe, to Marvel's universe. He's the big Boy Scout, like Superman, And it, in a way, I guess I kind of understand that is the point that Nick Spencer and Jesus Saez are trying to take advantage of here. That Captain America is, the epitome of everything that is supposed to be just and right and pure, and he's being corrupted. And sure, I guess that can potentially tell somewhat of a story, but at what cost? At the end of the day, at what cost? I don't like the idea of making that character impure. And I get it, I get it. I really do. I understand the allure. I understand the thought of making Captain America a freaking bad guy. But it's just not something I want to see, personally. Like, and who knows? Maybe this turns into a fantastic story. It better not turn into Secret Invasion number 2. Like, that's one thing that I'm but like Marvel is really in a bad position with me like right now, and DC is no better, trust me. But like I just hate what they're doing. Like I don't get it. I don't like it. It's not fun. It's depressing, and I have a hard time believing that this is what they have to do to sell comics. Like I don't know. This book was $4.99. And they just dropped the price of DC Comics. They're down to $2.99. I think they're actually going to go back to $3.99. But I mean, but still, like
maybe I should just call Dr. Cho.
I don't.
No.
It's frustrating. I want to enjoy my books. I don't read Captain America very often. I don't buy single issues very often. Today I bought 2 because there's 2 major, massive story changes, and I understand that there's this general inclination that people do not like change, you know, and I get that, and this is a drastic change, but I don't want it to be true. I don't want it to be a thing, because if anybody deserves to be left alone and be pure, it's Captain America. You know, like, these guys are going to have to live with being the guys that made Captain America say Hail Hydra. Now, I have other issues with it too, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if this is a thing that they've been doing all along here, but man, they made Sharon Carter old, and I don't know why. Like, Maria Hill hasn't aged. Maria Hill looks like, you know, the same essentially as she always does. But Sharon Carter looks like she's 50. And I don't buy it, you know? Like, I don't know why they're doing this with their characters with movies out that are so popular. You know, like, I know you have to sell books and you have to do things interesting in that process. And I'm fine with that. That's okay, you know? I get it. And I know that there are going to be decisions that are made that I don't agree with and that I wouldn't have done. But I feel like there are some lines you just can't cross, you know? Like, I love Rich Rider. I love Rich Rider. Rich Rider is, you know, probably right there with Deadpool as Nova, you know, my favorite character. You know, Rich Rider Nova. You know, there are probably days where Rider's Nova is more so my favorite than Deadpool, you know, and that's crazy to say if you follow the channel with any regularity whatsoever. And this bothers me more than Rider dying. Now, it doesn't bother me as much as them not bringing Rider back, but Rider dying was an amazing, powerful, you know, moment in comics as far as I'm concerned. You know, it made a little bit of sense, you know? I could see where they were going with it. And it shouldn't be up to me to see where they're going with it here. Like, they should be able to do what they need to do without my permission. I get that. But, like, I don't know. I can't, I mean, this is, I guess, what the point of the video is. Like, what do you think? You know? Is this something that you're excited to see? Captain America in some kind of a weird storyline where he's a Hydra agent? Is that interesting to you? Like, and I know that a lot of you guys are not even Americans, so, like, to you, it's like, yeah, whatever, Captain America, who gives a shit, you know? But for me, like, it's not even about him being Captain America. It's more just about him being who he is, you know? I mean, you've got Captain America Civil War in the theaters right now still. It's blowing up records. It's got an opportunity to take over as the #1 movie in the world. And now you're putting out Captain America as an agent of Hydra, which stands against everything that he stands for. You had Helmet Zero and Red Skull possibly warring over who is in control of Hydra. Like, that sounds like an interesting story, you know? Like, I just don't know why they needed to do this. I don't like it. I don't like where it's going. I don't like the idea of it. I'm going to go into it with an open mind, though. Like, I will give it an opportunity. Excuse me, because at the end of the day, they do have a game plan, you know? Like, there is something that they're trying to accomplish, and it may suck. Like, every bit as I think it's going to. Like, the end game may not justify the means. And I guess they're entitled to do that. I mean, we don't really have any say over it. So I'm going to turn it over to you. If you've read the book, what do you think of Captain America, Steve Rogers, Captain America #1? How did you react? I hope you weren't spoiled because the internet took this one over today. I saw it, you know, well before my comic shop even opened, that people were freaking out about the Hail Hydra moment. I can't do it. It just seems like every direction that Marvel goes right now makes me feel nothing but depressed. You know, everybody feels like they have to like reinvent the wheel, and they have to like come up with some, you know, drastic change in a character's background or history in order to properly, you know, attract new subscribers, you know? And it shouldn't be like that, you know? I feel like there's so much more that they could do, you know? But what do I know? I'm just a guy that tries to give them money, you know? And maybe they don't want it anymore. I just can't speak for them. But it really just feels like, you know, there's so much more they could have done. I just don't like it. It's stupid. But, you know, I guess I don't get consulted on these things. So, anyway, that's my beef. I'd love to know what you guys think. If you've read Captain America #1 today on May 25th, 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see ya.